Next up on Film Villains, Alex isn't yellow for the punk horror film Green Room. I eat the pie of the gross out short film Panic Pizza Party. Hunter ascends to heaven with his VHS of the Christian propaganda franchise Left Behind. And Jonathan tapes needles to our eyes to examine the Dario Argento Masterpiece Opera. Let's go. What is up? Welcome to Film Villains. How you guys doing today?
Great, bro. How are you?
I'm doing all right. We're just all of our off-camera snark does not make it here, but we'll bring it back. We'll bring some more fun into the show right now. What you guys been up to this week?
Oh man, I've been getting deliverables ready for a movie, to be completely honest. And
what's it called?
Whoa, man. So this is a movie called It's Fate. We haven't released anything about it. We haven't released the cast. We haven't released the story or anything yet. But it's all coming very soon. There's a trailer being worked on right now. All I'll say is that it is a super gnarly, hard R-rated torture movie that is going to upset and hopefully charm people.
Okay.
If you're not upsetting people, you're not doing it right.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I ever told this little tidbit on the Film Villains show, and please forgive me if I have, but I had I did a movie called To Jennifer that Christian and Alex both worked on.
Yep.
That if you go on Letterboxd, every critic, nearly every review is scathing. But they are also scathing where they're like, this movie like fucking made me feel so fucked, and I hate this fucking movie, and this was such trap, blah blah. And I'm like, I would rather elicit that reaction than elicit it was all right, you know, it was okay. Like, yeah, I think I saw that. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Yeah. So
100%.
You know. But with that said, no, It's Fate was written by two very talented actresses and producers, and they asked me to direct it with them, and man, it's a lot of fun. So get ready for that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Ready.
Jonathan, what did you do this week?
I saw The Substance.
Nice.
Oh,
I heard that's incredible.
Yeah, there's been, it's so funny when there's been some buzz about it, and then there's people that are being real quiet about it. I liked it. I'm reluctant to say I love it because I'm still absorbing it, and I'm still kind of letting it run through my head and trying to see where I stand with it. But man, it was amazing. It was really, really good. You got, I don't even know, it definitely has that Fountain of Youth vibe from the trailer, because I don't want to give any spoilers away.
Yeah.
But I will say some of the movie influences or the vibes I got from it are like Society from 1989.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you on that. That sounds great.
Even the stuff has that kind of, it's got some of that. And I mean, even the cinematography, the references to like people like Kubrick, there's like De Palma stuff in it, you know. Even Hitchcock, it's crazy. And it's one of those that like it sets you up. There's not a whole lot of dialogue, it very much shows instead of tell, and then it sets you up. And I think around, I'd say the 30-minute mark or 40-minute mark, it's pedal to the metal, and it doesn't stop. It doesn't slow down. It's just a punch in the face until you get to the end. And I was just like, wow, I haven't had that experience in a movie for a while. So that's why I'm saying I'm waiting for all that to subside before I give it like an official review, because I'm still on that adrenaline high of it. So, but yeah, go see it. Please go see it. If you can see it in the theater, like, I don't know if you'll get that same experience at home, but yeah, and plus I sat a little too close on accident. I think that helped.
Oh, No, intensify.
I was sitting, my neck was back a little bit like this, so I'm like looking and everything's. But
usually you're back like that on a bed, but this time at least you're in the movie theater. All right.
Well, also the cinematography, everything is in your face. There's a lot of close-ups. You feel that claustrophobic feel. There's no escape. You're stuck in this movie. It's great. I loved it.
Oh, cool.
I gotta see that one, man. Everyone keeps saying that it's like the movie of the year.
Yeah, there's nothing really bad I'd say about it at this point. Excuse me. Got fucking food in my mouth.
How's your apple? What kind of so I'm an apple connoisseur actually, so I'm very curious as to what kind of apple you're eating right now.
You know what? I don't even know. My girlfriend buys them, and bless her heart.
Dude, I could
eat different stuff.
Eat an apple.
I bet I could take a bite of that apple and tell you
exactly
not only what kind of apple it is, but the grocery store code sticker of the apple.
Damn.
Yeah, I love apples.
So what does that look like?
There's okay. Yo, that could be a cosmic crisp, bro. That could be a cosmic crisp.
Yeah, if anybody thinks Hunter is crazy, let us know. This week we got we hit 100 followers yesterday, so thank you all. But what happened was today I wake up, we lost 1 follower. We're down to 99 followers. So if you're watching, you like us.
Christian.
Oh, yeah, that was Alex. Yeah. All of us started unfollowing our own show. But hey, if you're one of the 85% that is not following us and just subscribe, just come on down below. Look at and just hit subscribe. If you like apples just like as much as Hunter, hit like or fucking tell him he's crazy. Maybe you're an orange person. And I went to Monsterpalooza here in Los Angeles this week and had a great time. I went Friday and Saturday. And usually I'm just just chill in the courtyard and hang out with friends, and I'll just go around to the tables and see what's up and say hi to some vendor friends. But this time around I just just chilled with people. I got to hang out with Dave Parker, our friends Dave Parker and Spooky Dan Walker from our 31 greatest horror movie horror movies of all time episode. And if you haven't seen it, watch it on our channel. It's been doing well. And who else did I got to hang out with Tony Timponi of Fangoria fame. It's always great. That's the only time I ever get to see him because he's always he lives in Brooklyn. So it's always nice to chat with him.
I got a great Tony Timponi story. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Oh yeah, what is it? Yeah, what happened?
I can't remember what year this was. I was at one of the shows, and it was like an ice cream social, and they were doing a whole award ceremony for Reanimator and Hellraiser, and I had gotten way too drunk, and I was just acting a fool in this banquet room, and I know Tony pretty well as well throughout the years, and that's the one time the security was dragging me out the front door and to kick me on my ass. And I grabbed Tony, and he was sitting there. And I said, "Hey, Tony, it's me. Like, help me, keep me in here." And he just turned and he looked at me. He's very, Tony's a very friendly guy, really nice guy, always outgoing. They're like, "Hey, how you doing? It's good. You could do anything for you." He took one look at me. He says, "I can't help you, John." And he turned right back around.
Brutal.
They kicked me out of the thing.
Brutal, bro.
Back in those days when I was drinking a lot at those shows.
Yeah, I've never seen him with a drink in his hand, but he's always the nicest guy on the planet.
Yeah, greatest guy.
It's so fucking cool. And he was really cool to do my favorite horror movie books. A few years ago. So yeah, and I got to hang out with Beverly Randolph from Return of the Living Dead, and it's always nice seeing her. She's another one of the nicest people on the planet. And then I spent a few hours drinking at the bar with Chris Gore from a Film Threat. So I've known him about 20 years, so it's always nice to catch up with him. I told him, dude, you need a date. Drag me out to some of your screenings. I need to go out and see more films. So, he's always reviewing stuff. So hopefully hopefully maybe I'll get dragged out to one of these screenings he gets to go to all the time. So, but yeah. So Alex, but what have you been doing?
I finally saw Abigail.
Oh, it's great.
Okay.
Great. Loved
Holy
Abigail.
shit. So much fun.
Super fun.
I smiled for fucking 2 hours straight.
What'd you think of that hunky guy that looked like Elon Musk?
I know exactly. Yeah.
I didn't think about that
honky?
now, but it was pretty dreamy. I didn't know that I could be attracted to Elon Musk, but now I know that I can.
Yeah.
No, you know what's funny? I thought the exact same thing.
Yeah. I was like, if
Damn.
Elon Musk
I
was
was like, is that
hunky and...
Elon? I did a double take when I was watching it.
I thought you were calling him a honky. I was like, what?
Now Elon Musk is a bit of a honky, but
No, but he's
the
a
actor-
South African. I don't think you can call South Africans honkies.
Oh,
That's
you
more of
know,
a-
he's achieved honky status.
So yeah, Johnson's like, I'm the authority on calling people honkies.
That is true. We should defer to Jonathan on this matter.
Yes.
Fair.
Half of the time.
But-
I can't.
No,
Abigail was a
oh.
lot of fun. Highly suggested. I was a huge fan of Ready or Not, so I was excited to see it. I didn't make that connection before, but the second we were in the mansion, I was like, this feels familiar. And then I checked out the IMDb and I was like, oh.
It was
Ready or Not.
the same director?
Radio silence.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Okay,
cool. I
awesome.
didn't realize that either.
With today, I mean, it won't be today by the time you guys see this, but today is Indigenous Peoples Day. And I've been listening to this punk band called 1876. Have you guys heard of them?
No.
It's this Native American band from the Pacific Northwest, and they're fucking awesome. Like, they sing in fucking, like, Native American, like, they do fucking war chants, they use Native instruments, they're Northern Cheyenne and Blackfeet, and it's just so fucking cool hearing music like this, and just on this day, it seems so fucking appropriate.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
That looks cool.
Their newest video or EP is going to be called Braids in the Pit. Their first EP is called Powwow Punk Rock, and they're just so fucking cool. I don't know too much about them, but I want to learn everything about these guys.
I am
So
adding them to
fucking-
my Spotify right now.
Yeah, I'll check them out.
Okay.
They've got a little bit of Bad Religion, a little bit of street punk, a little bit of like Rancid in there, but just definitely something missing from the fucking punk rock scene, and I am a huge fan.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
One to check out. All right.
Oh yeah, these guys sound dope. I got them on a little low back here.
Ah, nice. All right, let's check out a little horror in the news. This is a big week for horror, man. I gotta say. This is
Hey,
pretty
yeah.
bad, man. Terrifier
week.
3 is the number one movie at the box office. Of the little franchise that could. Look
Dude, that's
how
so
far
clutch.
down fucking Joker is. Joker is in its second weekend. It only made $7 million. It is it's projected to lose $150 million, and Terrifier 3 just put a nail in that motherfucking coffin. And even Beetlejuice is still rocking hard. So it's like, what happened to the world of the Joker? But I don't know. I didn't see it. I probably won't. I don't really care.
You know, I heard all the spoilers of Joker Folie à Deux, and it actually the spoilers I actually totally think sound very cool, and
yeah, it sounds pretty fucking cool.
Sounds like they made like the best case scenario movie like for a sequel to Joker. So I do intend on seeing Joker Folie à Deux, but that's
I guess so.
I'll wait till I think I saw Joker 1 in theaters, but
yeah,
I don't need to see Folie à Deux in theaters. Now Terrifier 3, I think I might have to go see that at the show because just such an incredible franchise. I'm high on Terrifier 2 in particular. In fact, Terrifier 2 was on my top 100 list that we made. Terrifier 2 made nice. I think it was pretty high on my list too. So I can't wait to see Terrifier 3. And I heard that they upped the ante, dude, and I just can't fucking wait, dude. I can't wait.
Yeah, even The Substance is still doing well for a little movie. It's number 13. Hit $11 million, so pretty damn good for that one too.
That's not bad, bro.
Yeah, not bad at all. So next up, speaking of radio silence, look at this Ready or Not sequel moving forward with Samara Weaving. So that is coming soon. I don't know when, probably at some point next year, I guess. I don't even know if they started shooting it, but yeah, so that's coming up. They just released a new poster for Osgood Perkins. Well, I guess it was, like a Monkey Shines. It's called The Monkey, and apparently here, let me show you the poster. I mean, it's very reminiscent of the
very Monkey Shines.
Yeah, very Monkey Shines poster.
One of my favorites.
Being produced by James Wan. Everybody dies. That's fucked up. So that's a good, they put cuss word in the poster. That's pretty cool.
Great tagline.
And what Osgood Perkins is saying is that it's gonna feel more like Misery or Creepshow or Gremlins or American Werewolf. It couldn't be less like Longlegs. To me, if you're gonna make a movie about a toy monkey, you can't be serious about it. But so much of King is funny and nostalgic feeling.
It sounds great.
Yeah. I haven't seen Longlegs, or I haven't seen any Osgood Perkins movies, so I don't, I'll be, I've heard a mixed bag on some of those, so I don't know. We'll see. Has anybody seen any of his movies?
I haven't seen Longlegs yet, man. I'm slacking so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen his movies. I saw Longlegs, and then what was the one? Didn't he do like the Hansel and Gretel like a reboot of? But it was like called Gretel. I don't remember the exact title. I think that was him. Am I wrong?
Hold on, let me check.
Something.
He did a version of it, not the big blockbuster remake that they did.
Yeah, it was some sort of a
that stylized look in that one was really interesting, really cool. I like what he did with that. Longlegs, I like, but there's certain things that I didn't like about it that ultimately don't make it an amazing movie for me. But I definitely like the movie. I think it is really cool. I just thought it was missing one key component, but I'll wait till talk on
dude.
that.
Yo, sorry, I didn't mean
to talking about.
No, I was just looking. I'm still on the Gretel and Hansel one.
Yeah,
I did see this Gretel and Hansel, and it's incredible. It's really good.
Stylistically, looks amazing. Yeah,
I remember watching that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So that's coming out from him. So it might be a horror comedy from a guy who's been doing weird artsy stuff. So that's an interesting switch around. So
it's a crazy quote that he has there.
That's cool.
Like this might be like I think that's just a quote of just saying whatever. So that
he's like, I don't know what it's gonna be. Fucking, you guys figure it out.
Yeah.
And then next up, we have a Hand That Rocks the Cradle reboot happening with Micah Monroe and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. So that'll be interesting. I mean, I haven't seen that movie, and that came out in 1992, starring Rebecca De Mornay, but I haven't seen it probably since 92, 93. So I don't remember I didn't even remember what it was about. But either way, Michelle Garza Cervera, she did Wasera, the Bone Woman. Which, have you guys seen that movie? I know that that was on a lot of people's top horror lists a few years back. So that was one that was recommended to me. But I gotta fucking see that one. But apparently, I did not remember this. And, I'm a little kid watching Hand That Rocks the Cradle, but De Mornay, who after her sex offender husband gets caught in the act and kills himself, embarks on a mission of vengeance against one of her husband's victims and the woman's family.
Yeah, I vividly remember this because my parents wanted to see it, and they didn't have anybody to look after me, so I went along with them, and I saw this on the big screen. And it's a crazy. It reminds you of like a thriller, Lifetime thriller now, but like a little bit more of a pulse to it. And then it's also there's a lot of crazy sex scenes that at that age I was just like, oh wow, on the big screen, seeing naked bodies, that was pretty nuts.
I don't remember the naked bodies, but
I remember Rebecca very vividly.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yes, in the it made you kind of feel warm inside, like the rope in gym class.
It was a lot for 1992 at my age.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just say that.
So next up is going to be something that Hunter is going to lose a lot of money on.
Oh no!
There's a Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. So there was a book called The Sleepaway Camp, Making the Movie and Reigniting the Campfire that came out, I think, last year. They are adding a little secondary booklet to it, which is 2 and 3. It's like 100 pages of content with behind-the-scenes photos and everything about it. It's made by the same people who did the first book that came out last year. Then over here in the record store section of, and this is being put out by 1984 Publishing, there is a Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. There's a whole a lot of stuff that they're selling here.
Dude, that's dope. I want that so bad.
It's I think it's a 7-song EP of some songs from 2 and 3.
So you're gonna have the Happy Camper song on there, bro.
Oh, I bet
definitely.
You.
I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And then on top of it, you can get a box set or something where they have little audio cards that are still record player. They have the song on them, and you can, but it's the poster, and I don't even know what's on those, but yeah, or you can get it with the book, or you can get it with fucking
the Shit
autographs.
Sisters. Hell yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. So either way, it looks pretty fucking cool. Whatever the hell they're doing, go check it out. 1984publishing.com.
Yo, Christian, put the link to that in the description of this video if you can. For me.
Yeah. Oh, just for you. Yeah. I think it's time for.
So for Punks on Film, we're October. I thought I should do a horror film as far as Punks on Film go.
Sure.
And I want to do a much deeper dive on Return of the Living Dead, so I'm not going to do that just yet. But I'm talking about a movie called Green Room. Have you guys seen this flick?
I have, yes.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick fucking Stewart.
Patrick Stewart being ultra creepy.
Ultra creepy. So, yeah, it's written and directed by Jeremy Saulnier. Am I saying that right? You guys more cultured than me? Do you know?
Jeremy Saulnier, yeah.
I think so.
Jeremy Saulnier. It's tragic because it is Anton Yelchin's final movie. And, I mean, such a talented fucking actor gone way too soon.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
Seriously, it's doing great stuff in the horror world and just in general. But this movie is about a punk rock band called the Ain't Rights, and they're on a little tour. And it's going as little tours go, playing in front of nobody, just having fun. And then they get a gig at a fucking skinhead venue, a neo-Nazi skinhead venue. And
yeah, you don't want to play those gigs, honestly.
You don't want to play
you
those
are
gigs.
A skinhead.
And, they're a punk band. So what do? They get on stage and they open with fucking Nazi punks fuck off by the Dead Kennedys. And immediately just a giant middle finger to the Nazis who, for being shitbag Nazis are at least providing the band a green room and paid the band even after, they were calling them out. But then the band goes into their green room and witnesses a dead girl on the ground, and violent terror, murder ensues. Notice the super peaceful Confederate flag on the wall.
Yeah.
This movie, it's all about fucking tension. Yes, there's violence, but it's not the hugest kill count. There's not even, there's kills, but they're relatively quick, to be honest. This is one of the tensest scenes in the moment, is just opening the door.
Yeah.
And
finally escape.
I don't want to give away the wonderful fucking practical effect right there, but when he is placing the phone through the door and grabs his arm back from the door is one of the most... It's so fucking good. There's not a lot of horror in this movie, but the horror is played so straight and so real that it's just so out of left field, too. Sure, we're expecting violence, but not in the way that this movie shows it.
Yeah.
So I'll be the first to admit I've seen this movie one time. After it had already kind of, you know, there had been some hype around it, and I watched it, and I thought it's a great movie. A lot to love about it, but overall, it did not live up to the hype for me. And the reason why is because a lot of the hype that I heard was that the characters are very smart in the movie, and they make decisions that, you know, and I was just like, these characters do everything wrong. I'm like, what are y'all thinking, man?
They run up the stairs. Come on.
Yeah, like I think there was a scene where one of them, like the bad guy's like, hey, just like give me the gun and everything will be cool. And they're like, oh, okay. And they like hand him the gun or something, like, and stuff like that just really like made my head spin a little bit, where I was like, really want to like this movie, but like I just can't fathom making that decision. And the reason that maybe it bothered me so much is because the movie was so deeply grounded in reality, and the stuff that it did really well, like really like kept me engaged. So to have something like that didn't feel like it would play out in reality every once in a while in it, really, I don't know. I'm being too harsh on it. I might need to revisit it, but
I hear you. I hear you, Hunter. I haven't seen it
on this movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since it came out, so I don't remember as well. But I will say, you know, when you're in sticky situations, people do make a lot of dumb decisions.
That's valid. That's fair.
So you don't really think clearly, or you think like, well, I would do this.
Kind of like my sex life.
Kind of react.
Yeah.
Well, you need dumb decisions to move along the plot, you know. But it really seems like the person who told you these were really smart characters, that's the dumb person. Like,
yeah, that might have been. Yeah. But dude,
I don't remember them being especially intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't remember if it was reactive decision making or just impulsive decision making. I'd have to watch it again, but it was great from everything I remember.
Yeah, I do remember.
How smart are they if you're playing a Nazi skinhead venue to open up with Nazi punks fuck off? Like, it's not really the most intelligent, safest like thing to just like get in, get out, get paid. Like,
but it's a it's a bold choice.
I mean, punk rock as fuck. It's definitely the right answer.
It makes sense when you're a punk rocker and you're young and you're like, fuck these people. You have no fear when you're young, especially.
Right. One of our band members knows Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I'm sure we'll be out of here just fine. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Great movie,
if I
though.
was in that situation,
it's a great
movie. Probably would have left that one off the set. Not that I wanted to please the skinheads, but just, wanting to save myself.
Now, wasn't there a movie in the 90s where Patrick Stewart played like an evil school principal or something?
Apt Pupil.
No, it wasn't Apt Pupil. Wasn't Apt Pupil. It was
no, he wasn't in that. Yeah.
It was
I'm making things up.
That was Ian.
That was Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Spreading rumors.
Great.
They got excited.
Dang, hold
on. Brian Singer's second movie.
Yeah.
That's why there's naked boys. Why there's naked boys in it?
Wasn't that a Stephen King?
Christian.
No. I didn't. Talk to Brian Singer about that. Not me.
Apt Pupil is a great movie, and it was a Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah.
But no, Patrick Stewart was in another movie where he was like playing like a bad guy that had taken over a school or something, and like a teenager was like, yeah, Mastermind.
Yeah. We briefly talked about it when I talked about Toy Soldiers.
Yes. Okay. So So I am under the impression that he's the same character in Masterminds as he is in The Green Room, and I think that that's something that it comes full circle. You know what I mean?
That is a crazy universal tie-in for sure.
Yeah.
Now
sorry, all that just for that.
Back to back.
All that just for that. But I do love Patrick Stewart, man. I love when he's a bad guy. That's great.
Are you talking about this Masterminds?
No.
No.
What the hell? No.
You do this on purpose.
Kristen Wiig and what's his face?
So great.
Oh no.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
we're
every
talking
time you guys
about
put up a title, I'm just gonna give you guys the wrong one every time.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
That was good. Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I never saw that, but that's probably a better movie than the Masterminds that Hunter and I are talking about anyway. Like,
Oh,
that's
really?
a movie that has fallen through the cracks. Like,
I
mean, it's a Toy
Masterminds
Soldiers
again.
ripoff. I mean, when you're ripping off a movie that already most people haven't seen.
Yeah.
But and it's just such a victim of like 90s hacker culture. Like, it's like, I'm gonna hack into the fucking main server. So you're like playing a video game with skeletons and stuff. Like, that's how you hack into a mainframe and get into a school security. Fucking weird ass movie.
Like the
All right. Well, speaking of fucking weirdos, let's talk about me.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
I'm getting better with my segues.
So you're
Maybe
killing
not.
it on the segues, bro.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I'm just killing it. Yeah. You know what? The last week's episode, and I said, let's go to. Speaking of college, and then I went into Jonathan saying, I was saying Jonathan gives us good college on Giallo movies, and so I think that's where I was going with it.
I think I got where your head was at the last.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, okay, there's a stretch, but it's there.
Yeah, he went into Two Evil Eyes last week, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. This week, I want to talk about. Usually, I talk about 80s monster movies, little monsters, but this time around, there is an 80s style horror movie that my friend directed, and my friend Heather was the special effects person, and it's her company that created this movie. It has gotten over 340,000 hits, and it's a short film called Panic Pizza Party, and it is 100% bonkers awesome. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm just gonna play a little bit, but it's about four girls that are in their bedroom. They're just teenage college age girls that are throwing trying to figure out what to do for the night, and they're like, hey, I'm hungry, let's eat some fucking pizza. They order a pizza. It just happens this pizza is cursed, and the one girl that eats the pizza turns into this monster, and it is, when it really starts to go, it fucking goes bonkers. And Graham Denman, my buddy Graham, directed it, and he is a fucking a phenomenally talented director, and he needs to be making more movies. He made this movie called Green Lights. Everybody needs to check out. It came out probably, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, but whenever he puts out anything, it's always fucking phenomenal. So his directing style is so cool, and it's always super intense. And but this one, by the time one of the girls, she eats the pizza and transforms into this monster, it is fucking full on mid-80s bonkers monster that starts killing, and the girls have to fight this monster inside this bedroom. So if you have not seen it yet, join the 340,000 people that have already seen it and check it out. Panic Pizza Party. Jonathan, did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it when it came out, when they first released it. The reason I found out about it, I was waiting for it because the DP that DP'd my feature, Zach Voitis, shot this. And he was telling me about it when they were filming it, and then so I was anticipating this. So yeah, it looks amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it definitely turns into this kind of crazy monster
fantastic
movie, and it's awesome. It's just really cool.
Yeah, my friend Heather, she and I made a movie together last year, and then I ran into her. She's like, "Dude, I have this movie coming out. I did the effects on it." I'm like, "Oh fuck!" So, dude, the effects on it is bonkers. Let's see if we can see.
Damn!
Let's see if we can see a hair of this. Look at this shit, dude.
Oh yeah,
it's some fun shit.
Whoa!
Dude, it is fucking insanity. So I'm not gonna share anymore. Everyone needs to go see it. Go watch Panic Pizza Party.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no need to ruin it for anyone. So just go fucking see it.
Dude, yes.
Yeah. So Hunter, what do you got for us today? Let's do some Hunter home video horror.
My home video horror was inspired by a Reddit post I responded to this week.
Oh, really?
And yeah. So I'm a part of a bunch of VHS Reddit communities, and one of the questions was, what is a tape that you always see every time you are at a thrift store?
Yeah.
And the tape that I always see that I wish that I had bought every time I saw it, because at this point I literally would probably have 200 or 300 of them, is this tape starring Kirk Cameron, Left Behind the movie.
Yeah, I have definitely seen that at thrift stores before. I've never seen the movie, but I've seen that.
You'll never unsee it now that you're aware of it and it's in your head. Anytime you're at a place that has a large quantity of tapes, just take a peek real quick and you'll start to see it. It's everywhere. Everyone has left it behind. But with that said, I have watched this movie and it's actually a very enjoyable movie. My understanding is that it's a Christian propaganda kind of film. Yes, I don't really know, but for whatever it's worth, it's highly entertaining. It's literally an apocalyptic movie. I don't know what this is, Christian. This is not it.
This is not it. Oh no, this is
that's the new Left Behind.
Yeah, that was like Left Behind 2 or something.
Nick Cage did fucking Left Behind.
Yeah, no, this is it. This is it. I just saw Kirk Cameron. Is this?
Yeah, this one's it. This one is it.
Okay, there we go.
Yes. But anyway, so the premise of the movie is actually pretty interesting. It's literally, what if we woke up tomorrow and the apocalypse had happened in the Christian interpretation of it, and all of the Christians that believed in the Holy Spirit, whatever, were ascended into heaven, and everybody else was left on earth. And so basically, that whole population just vanishes overnight. So it's actually a pretty cool premise. But the reason it's kind of fun is because they did make a Left Behind 2, which when I saw this at the thrift store, I also had to grab it.
Wait, put them side by side, because I think hold on, I'm gonna put you big.
Which one?
I want to compare them big. Okay, so they basically replicated
Tribulation Force. Yeah.
Tribulation
Force. And then
you gotta know that it's the same, franchise. It's gotta look similar.
Well, it's not only a franchise; it's an official trilogy. Because
holy shit,
Lou Gossett Jr. actually gets top billing in Left Behind World at War.
A third one.
Oh man.
Wait, so how many apocalypses can they have? Are they still didn't Kirk Cameron, didn't he get raised into heaven after that, or no?
Honestly,
after the first movie?
Honestly, there's so many questions about this franchise.
Is there a fourth one?
I'm gonna have to watch the making of Yeah. So the thing about these is that it's just, once you see it, you won't unsee it, and it just really leaves you with one final question, which is, have you been left behind?
Oh shit!
I don't know what. So yeah, that's
like a fucking magic trick you have going on.
That's my Left Behind movie collection. There's five that I'm aware of, but it literally, now I'm like, I imagine there's more. I don't know.
Dude, but have you gone through them yet? How many have you seen?
I've only watched part 1.
Oh really?
I've only watched part 1.
And how much did you spend collecting the rest of the Left Behind franchise?
These probably cost me anywhere from 50 cents to $2 each, potentially. Okay. I don't think I would have spent more than $1 on a Left Behind tape, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe though, once I had 4 of them and I saw have you been left behind, I probably would have sprung for that. If I saw another Left Behind tape out there, I'd probably drop $10 on it, maybe.
But I mean, so is the first Left Behind, is it worth watching?
I honestly
lie to us.
I honestly, is it worth watching? On tape, yes.
Okay.
If you can find it on VHS tape and watch it on that medium, yes. If not, absolutely not. Don't watch it.
And so this is reminiscent of of something that I remember, because when I used to live with my writing partner Chuck Foster. It says badmoviedrinkinggame.com. So somebody put
okay, if you want to play a bad movie drinking game to it, that's actually probably a very good way to watch Left Behind.
But my friend Chuck Foster and I, we used to live together from 99 to 2000, so we were writing partners, right? And we used to get really fucking stoned and watch Christian propaganda networks like TBN here. I mean, it's in Florida and it's here in Orange County in California. They had 2 different stations. And they are the biggest Christian network if you don't watch Christian television. And I am 100% not a Christian, but we used to.
You are a Christian. You are a Christian.
Yeah. I'm a Christian who is not a Christian. And so we used to just get stoned, and we would watch TBN all the fucking time. We were obsessed with it. We just sit on the couch, plop down, and just watch a preacher propaganda, and we loved it. It was just quite enjoyable the way, and sometimes they would have like Benny Hinn who would do fucking exorcisms on people. You know, like when the guys who touch the fucking forehead and the ladies fall back into the other guy's arms. You know, trying to do healing and all that shit. And I used to write to these companies. Write to anybody anytime they had an address. I would write to them and say, "I'm a Christian. I'm questioning my religion. I don't think there's a God." Blah blah. I would write to them and then see what they would send to me. So I would get.
Oh my gosh!
I got so much shit. But these Left Behind movies were something that came after this movie called The Omega Code, and The Omega Code was fucking a bonkers huge movie. It probably has reignited. It probably ignited the entire the Christian movie sector that hit movie theaters, because it's still happening. They're like faith-based, that are like community based, which is more power to everybody. It's so awesome that that different companies can rally different types of people, and they get all the Christians, they get all the churches involved, and they have these networks, and they say, hey, if you're a church, go buy 100 movie tickets and go and give them away to your parishioners, and more power to them. It's awesome. So there was one movie called The Omega Code. It came out in 1999, and
yeah, Casper Van Dien. Yeah, dude.
So let me pull up the trailer for the
this one
Omega
was 99 cents for that one.
But this shit fucking was bonkers. It made millions and millions, and based on just a Trinity Broadcasting Network putting it out.
It looks good.
I think it was
Casper
basically
Van Dien. I love Casper Van Dien.
Yeah. And the cool part, the horror movie part about the Omega Code, is that our buddy Harry Manfredini did the music for this one. So that definitely makes it worth checking out. So, and I maybe a couple of years after that, I got to make a movie with Harry Manfredini. But yeah. The old Christians are at it again.
Hey, yeah, and I want to echo your sentiment though, that that while I poke fun at movies like Left Behind or The Omega Code or whatever, I do think that it's important that all people get to make cinema and tell your story. Yeah, tell your story, man.
And these are like, and especially The Omega Code. I don't remember all the details, but I remember it was like a very splashy exploitation movie, and it's fun.
Yeah, it looks highly entertaining.
Cool effects to it,
dude. And Left Behind was I shouldn't have sounded so harsh to Left Behind, because I actually did enjoy watching the movie, so I would recommend it. But yeah, it's Omega Code. This looks great too. See, I gotta watch these, bro.
Yeah, definitely check out this one. Who would have thought we'd be on fucking Christian propaganda movies?
yeah, I don't know where that one came from for me. That Reddit post just cracked me up, because if I had bought every copy of Left Behind I've ever seen in my years of collecting VHS tapes, I would have at least 200, at least.
Yeah.
And I say that's a confident 200.
And that's, I mean, so that's a testament to how big this was.
Mass produced it was.
It was in the theaters and it made millions of dollars. Both of
Dude,
these movies.
every church probably just had boxes of those fucking tapes. Like,
yeah,
I've been to thrift stores that have had 7 copies. Like,
wow,
you know what I mean, dude? Like, it's because a lot of thrift stores are like, you know, tapes or churches and, you know, Christian organizations that, you know, host them or organize them or so I see Left Behind.
yeah, it's awesome. One that I never picked. I don't think I picked it up, but I'll have to check my collection. It's all in boxes. So
yeah,
but,
film villains, guys. You know,
I do have the Omega code. I need to get Harry to sign it. I should just, instead of Friday the 13th, Harry, can you sign my Omega code? Yeah. All right, so I think it's time for Jonathan to give us a little love of the Giallo world.
I've been doing a lot of stuff this week, and I was watching, like I said, I watched The Substance and I watched some other things. So I thought I'd just touch on a classic that I like in the Giallo world. I'm not going to go too deep on it because I think a lot of people know about this one. Dario Argento's Opera. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Maybe because I was young when this came out. I think it was 87 or 88, somewhere around there. I was really, really young, actually. But growing up, it was just one that was kind of on repeat. And it just kind of captured my mind. You know, of course, Suspiria is one of those that really, you know, grabs you, but this one, for some reason, I just kept coming back to it. And also, this is Dario Argento's like return to the Giallo, and I feel like it's one of his last really, really solid Giallo movies before things kind of, the wheels fall off, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, some people might disagree with that, but that's kind of how I feel about it. It's a young opera singer.
Needles in the eyes, right?
Oof.
Yeah. It's this young opera singer, and she gets to take over for this veteran singer, because in the very beginning there's this amazing crane shot. You're seeing pieces of it right now. This amazing crane shot of or maybe not. We're not seeing it.
No, well, yeah. There's little bits that they put in the trailer, but
my god,
yeah. There's little pieces of it, but it's like they actually put the camera on this crane that circles around this theater, and it's amazing. And then you're actually giving the POV of this crow that's coming in and attacking one of the singers, and then she runs out, gets hit by a car. So this young girl gets to take over her spot in Macbeth. And Macbeth, you know, is supposedly always a haunted play. And
it's called the Scottish play. In the theater world, we do not talk about. We don't say the word.
By no means.
Have you never heard that before?
No, I know of its reputation of, you know, being haunted and things, but I don't know much about the theater world in that sense.
I thought you just couldn't say it in the theater.
No, well, so in the theater world, like there is the superstition. So 100%, you never speak that name in any theater setting, and a lot of people still carry that. A lot of theater kids still carry that outside of it. I'm not necessarily a theater kid, but I'm theater kid adjacent. Let's just say.
I was a theater kid,
and so it's called the Scottish play. And that's why it's basically been cursed. If no one knows, Macbeth has been cursed many times over the years. Even Orson Welles tried to do a Macbeth, and that film ended up not working out and failing. Yeah. And so many times over the years, or sometimes like I don't know how far deep into the history of Macbeth it goes, but you know, there's always like, oh, people die or a light falls on people in the 1800s or the 60s, you know, so it's just like this history of someone's always dying. And when the Scottish play is being performed somewhere. So.
Which is the perfect kind of combination
Yes.
and story and history for a Giallo, something like this. I mean, our main character doesn't even want to take the role because this is her first acting gig, so to speak, and so she doesn't want to do it because it's just bad luck, She doesn't want to start off that way. But there's a killer in this, obviously, and one of the coolest things or craziest things about this movie is that the killer isn't going after her per se right away. Like, nobody's stalking her. They are, but they're stalking her and killing friends and loved ones and managers and people like that in front of her. So there's a lot of scenes where she's in a room with somebody that she knows, and then all of a sudden she gets tied up, and they're putting these needles with tape right under her eyes, so she has to watch everything. Kind of.
That's her boyfriend, I think. I think they kill her boyfriend in front of her. I think they kill her boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, it was a boy that she was seeing. At the time, and basically, I mean, you kind of get that Saw vibe from this. You can see the influences there.
Mm-hmm. Big time,
for sure.
They have a lot of scenes like that where there's a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of POV shots that are really cool. Like when she's tied up in that scene with the boyfriend, she's standing, at one point they were in bed together.
To a pole.
Comes up to go get a drink or something and come back, and she's tied up, and he's walking over to her, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Right as he's saying that, a knife from her POV comes into frame, and it's like, where is this coming from? And goes right into his neck, through his mouth. It's gory, it's crazy. Some of the best special effects that you'll ever see. I mean, I feel like I don't want to ruin a lot of it, but it's
putting needles on the eyelids and making you watch your boyfriend or the guy you're dating being killed right in front of you, and you're not allowed to blink. That's just one of the greatest fucking concepts.
That's brutal.
What I want to show right now is, like, I'm gonna put the sound on, and hopefully we don't get a strike, but let's celebrate the opening sequence of this movie, because it's so fucking phenomenal, because it's this lady trying to fucking, and this very distinguished opera singer trying to sing, rehearse before her big show, and probably before the big opening or something, right? And this fucking crow, they have the director is this young director. He's making this beautiful, like a very unique style of an opera that, and I don't know. If
it's a commentary on Argento, because Argento did do what was it, Phantom of the Opera, and people thought he shouldn't have done Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, that's what.
Young horror movie director, and he was going to ruin the musical, the beauty of Phantom of the Opera, and he was more. They thought he was like this, slasher kind of guy. There's a little, meta thing going on there. So
and wait, Hunter and Alex, have you guys seen this or no?
I have not seen opera.
Oh, okay.
I 20-something years ago under the influence, so I remember scenes. I don't. I'm overdue for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here. Let's watch this. This is a fucking work of art, man. You think it's Suspiria, and this absolute works of art.
Yeah.
The fucking crow.
Just to get the shots of the crow's eye.
Yeah, man.
No, I can't concentrate. Please, Maestro, I'm sorry, but I can't carry on like this.
Let's take it from number 37.
You might have to fast forward. I think it's a long sequence.
No, this is it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I love about this.
It's brilliant.
She's trying to sing over this fucking crow, and he keeps fucking yelling.
That's a beautiful shot of that animal.
Oh my God, no, no! Maestro, please, let's take it from here altrove. Stop! I can't stand it anymore!
Oh my
It's
gosh.
ridiculous.
And this right here, watch
Ridiculous.
this
This is
tracking
Macbeth
shot.
by Giuseppe Verdi. I've never seen such lousy
The actress
We have a
too.
problem?
Yes, you! This isn't one of your crummy movies. Birds on stage, back projection, laser beams. What is this, an opera or amusement park? I have to sing. How can I do that with a raven on stage that hates me?
Can't imagine why it should hate you, Mara.
Neither can I. But it never takes its beady eyes off me. It shrieks, whistles, flaps its wings. It's deliberately destroying my performance.
It's just a
Yes, and birds should be with other birds and not in the opera singing Macbeth. Where's the manager? Where's Bradini?
Here, Mara.
I'm going.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah,
Fucking
That's
masterful work of art. And then she goes out and gets hit by a car.
she gets hit by a car,
But she's
and,
still alive. But she she can't sing.
she's
So now
out
she's
of-
in the hospital and she's like
Mm.
pissed that this young, beautiful, younger woman is her understudy and
Mhm.
taking over the show. And she's
Kind of sounds like Showgirls.
oh yeah.
yeah, that's the setup like that. Yeah, definitely the same story of that basic setup. But no, I mean, there's so many classic scenes in this movie that, and especially since you haven't seen it, I don't want to give any of that away. But it's definitely one to check out. I think it's one of Argento's best, and right, like I said earlier, right before things kind of started falling apart.
Yeah.
It's kind of blasphemy, to say that, but I don't see anything after that was as good as this. So
Yeah, it's I mean, I guess some would say it's his last great masterpiece, and that could be compared to Suspiria and Deep Red and Plumage and Tenebrae, and so I thought it's my probably my second or third. It's hard to say, like Suspiria and Deep Red and this one are, they're all fucking always vying for my favorite Argento movie. So
there's a gun scene that I don't know, Christian, should I talk about the gun scene or would that wreck it?
Why not? Why not?
I
Do
mean,
it.
There's a great shot in this movie where they're held up in the apartment complex, her and I think it's like her manager or somebody like that. I can't remember, but they think the killer is on the other side of the door, and they're peeping back and forth through the peephole, as to set it up. Yeah. At one point, the person on the other side just takes a gun and puts it right in the peephole and fires. But we've seen things kind of like that before, but the way that they shot this, they have a giant cylinder and they shot a slow motion of a bullet going through the door, the peephole, in like as if you had taken that camera and gone all the way in tight. But it's like, I think they built something about maybe this big and had it go through.
That's dope.
And
I think I saw the little clip of that in the trailer. It looked super
and the
sick.
effect that and then on the other side of the door where she's looking through with her eye, they shoot it in a profile, so you just see this amazing effect of her brains getting blown out of the back of her head in slow-mo. It's one of the most amazing shots I've ever seen in cinema.
Hell yeah.
And this also, like, Argento was always famous for being the black gloved insert shots where the killer, he's always the one playing the killer, grabbing the weapon off the ground or whatever. But this one has like an array of fucking things on a table. There's one beautiful shot where it just takes forever for him to just his hands to figure out which weapon to grab, and it goes over all these things like in the wardrobe room. The wardrobe room scene is pretty phenomenal.
The woman who gets shot in that scene in the apartment is his wife in real life.
Oh yeah, Dario
Dario Argento's, and he had another running theme where it seemed like he was killing his wife in all of his movies. She usually dies.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
They eventually divorced or something.
Yeah, they did.
I think they passed away. I think she's gone.
It's another crazy. He's a wild director.
Well, yeah, thanks for everyone watching, and check out our next videos up ahead.